And today we're going to make a little girls fun fold. I don't often get the opportunity to make little girls because I've got all grandsons. So we're going to start off with a piece of card that measures 10.5 by 5 inches. And you're going to score that at, if we score it that way, you're going to score it at 5 inches, 7 inches. Oh dear. I'm not having a good day. This is about 6 times that I've tried to get live. So as you know me, I like to go around and get rid of my burrs. So I'm just going to do that. Let's just smooth that all out. And there, and there. Okay, and so when you fold it, you're going to fold it so you end up with it like that. So I've got a piece of DSP that measures, I'll just put it on here so I remember what it is. I think it's 6 and 3/4, yeah, 6 3/4 by 4 3/4, and that's going to go there. And then we've got the same coordinating one that's going to be 3 1/4 inches by our 4 3/4, and that's going to go on the front. So we'll just put those on to start with. So I'll start with the inside one. So I am using fresh freesia. You can use any DSP that you want. I suggest a fairly plain one because the front will be busy on this. So I'm going to put that so that we've got equal increments all the way around. It seems to be a bit at the bottom. There we go. So it's going to have a nice border, and then close it up. Going to just give that another good burnish, and we're going to put this on the front. So make sure you, if it's like me that I've got an ombre-ish effect, I'm going to make sure that I've got it the same way, and then I'm going to make sure that these all line up and it's straight mid DSP. It seems to be a tad wonky, I don't know why. There we go. So making sure it's got equal increments all the way around. Then I've cut myself a piece of white card. Now I've got Stitch So Sweetly, but any of your dies that you've got, roughly about 4 to 4 1/8 by about 3 inches. So I've already, to save time, I've already stamped this. I show you things that when things go wrong, how to put them right. Well, this, I'm just going to make sure I've got equal increments all the way around. When I put it through my die cutting machine, I ended up with slight pink on it, the Melon Mambo that I'm using. So I got one of my stamps out that's a bit faded, and now you've no idea that that happened. That's a way to do something when it goes wrong. Okay, right, so we'll put that to one side and we'll build up this now. So you want another piece that's the same colour as your base, and I want that to be 5 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then a piece of DSP that's going to be 3.5 by 5.5, and that is just going to go in the middle of there. So I just put that out of the way. I've dropped a blade somewhere, so hope I don't tread on that now. So again, I'm just going to go round. My blade seems to be not very happy at the minute, so I think I need to clean my track. That's one of the ways to do it, and then I'm going to run some foil over it so that it sharpens up my blade again. Okay, so that's better. And then I'm going to bring this DSP in. So it's from the same pack of DSP, which Hues of Happiness was the stamp set. So I'm just going to have equal increments all the way around. Okay, now I'm using, I haven't had a chance to use this one, is it called Birthday, or is it, what's it called? I've got every stamp set out I have. Oh, Birthday Celebrations. So finally, I haven't used any of the stamps, but I've used the dies that go with it, and they are called Birthday Celebration dies. So I've cut out, in the same as my base, the string that it will be for the flags. Now, what I love is when you've got some old stuff like I'm using, and you can use it with your brand new stuff. So I'm going to put this as high as possible, but I want it, so I'm going to do that as high as possible. So it's giving me space, and you've got these lovely, beautiful tassels. So as I say, I've cut these out in the base colour, and I'm going to stick those. So what I was saying is I just love it when things go together. So that's going to be on there, and that is going to be on there, and I can pick it up with my fingers. So you get these little banner dies to put on your just want that going up a bit, sticking on there. There we go. So we've got our tassels going down, and what I'm meaning by this is you've got these little banner dies to stick on, and I found this is what makes me very happy. I've got the Make a Difference stamp set, which is quite an old one, but the letters fit on, so that thrills me. So I'm going to space these first before I start gluing. Whoops, that needs to go back on there. So let's do those. So I'm going to just see whereabouts these want to go. So it's nice, fancy font. But I just need to make sure that I've spaced them out. In fact, I've just thought of a way to do it. Because happy is 5 letters, I'm going to move my others away, and then I'm going to go for the middle, and I'm just going to put some glue on the top. So I'm going to go roughly for the middle and put that on the middle, and then I can go either side. So I'm going to just put a bit on there and give myself a bit of space, and then do my 8, just some at the top. Oops, just need to get rid of that because I don't want it messing up my card, do I? So that I'm going to see if I can get about the same. Just going to adjust that. I must have moved it there, and I can put the Y on. So I'm just putting glue just at the top, and then get that about even there, and then I've got the H. So I was absolutely, as I say, thrilled with that when I found that they just fit on there perfect. I love it when that happens. There. It's just, yeah, lovely. So there's my happy. Right, so ahead of time I have cut out an old celebration that was the Happiest Hippos, I think it was called. Now, I am keeping it fairly flat because I don't know whether this is going to be posted or not. So it's making me try to keep things flat. And I have just done my that's going to go there, and then I want the umbrella, and I'll just stick a bit on there like that. So I'm going to be holding the umbrella up there like that, so I thought that was rather fun. And I have just cut out birthday. The other birthday that I've got out of what to say was a bit too big, so I have actually got a smaller birthday die. I think again there might be an old birthday, and I thought I'm going to put Wink of Stella on it. So I've cut this out with the gorgeous grape, and you're probably not going to be able to see, but it's very sparkly as I've painted it all with Wink of Stella. Oh, did that pick it up then? I'm not sure it will pick it up. And then I've cut out the grassy things, or whatever you like to call them. Gonna stick these down. So cut them out in granny apple green, and then the paper that I'm using has got I think it's maybe it's an old colour, I think. I don't think it, Mango Melody, maybe it is. I think we've stopped doing Mango Melody, but it's in the paper, so I just cut it out of the paper to coordinate, because this is like got your Night of Navy, your Melon Mambo, it's got Granny Apple Green. It even looks as though it's probably got peacock in it, but a peacock, I think, unless it's, I'll have to have a look, see what the colours are, but I thought that was fun. So I've cut those, but these little flowers are from the new set. These little flowers, I thought they were perfect, so they work on there. And then I'm just going to stick some gems on the top. I did debate about the pearls, but I think they might be a little bit too big, so I'm going to stick with my nickel gems. Come on, that's it. And I'm going to put those just in the center of the flowers to give it that bit of sparkle. So at last I've played with the birthday dies, happy birthday dies. So I've done the grey of the skirt. I did watercolour it a long time ago, and it's probably smoky slate. I think that's smoky slate, and I just did it lighter here. And then I have done the Melon Mambo with my Wink of Stella for the umbrella and that, and then I've just done the grey for the handle of that. Right, so I'm going to bring back in now my front of my card. Now, you've seen me do this before. I'm going to turn it over, so I'm making sure that I've got it the right way. I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to get it with equal increments everywhere, and then I'm just going to put glue all in this area. So I don't want to go over that, so I'm going to put that glue all on there like that. And so when I flip that over, I'm going to position that so that it's in the center. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm going to commit, and then that will be that side. So I thought that was a lovely little girl's card, and then you flip, sending lots of happy. So that's how it looks on the inside. If you wanted to put, you could put some more DSP there if you want. I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it as that. Do make sure that that is level, but I just thought that was pretty, and a way of using up my old DSP, but with using new and old together, which I love doing. So thank you very much for dropping by. Do appreciate that you stopped by. The card, of course, has made a 5x7, so it'll go in a 5x7 envelope. We don't of course get card long enough to actually do a 5x7 like this, so in actually doing a fun fold, it works out that you can do it so it'll stand up like that. So thank you, stay well, stay safe, bye for now. Please subscribe if you're not, and share my videos so other people can see them. Thank you very much. Bye for now.